Our story begins on the picturesque coast of Cornwall, where we meet Tim Lake, a young man living an ordinary life with his loving family, his father James, his mother Mary, his quirky uncle Desmond, and his free-spirited sister Kit Kat. But on the morning after an underwhelming New Year's Eve party, Tim's life takes an extraordinary turn. His father reveals a family secret that will change everything. The men in their family can travel back in time. Tim, skeptical but curious, decides to test this newfound ability. He travels back to the previous night's party and successfully changes a few events. With this remarkable gift now confirmed, Tim is tempted to use it to gain wealth or fame, but his father wisely discourages him, urging him to focus on the important things in life, like love. As summer arrives, Tim falls head over heels for Kit Kat's beautiful friend Charlotte, who visits them in Cornwall. But despite his time-traveling attempts to win her over, Tim learns the hard way that you can't force someone to love you. Heartbroken, he realizes that time travel cannot change people's true feelings, and he moves to London, hoping to start fresh. In London, Tim moves in with Harry, a cantankerous playwright, and begins working as a lawyer. One fateful evening, he visits a unique restaurant where diners eat in complete darkness. There he meets Mary, an American woman who captures his heart. They flirt, and she gives him her phone number. But when Tim returns home, he finds Harry distraught over his play's ruined opening night due to an actor forgetting his lines. Wanting to help, Tim travels back in time to save the play, inadvertently erasing his evening with Mary in the process. Desperate to find her again, Tim remembers Mary's love for Kate Moss. He visits a Kate Moss exhibition daily until he finally sees her again. Although Mary doesn't recognize him, Tim manages to charm her all over again. However, he soon discovers she now has a boyfriend. Not deterred, Tim travels back in time to their initial meeting, this time arriving early to prevent the boyfriend from entering the picture. The plan works and their romance blossoms. As their relationship deepens, Tim proposes and they marry in a joyous ceremony. Soon after, they welcome their first child, a daughter named Posy. But life takes a dark turn when Kit Kat, struggling with her own personal demons, crashes her car on Posy's first birthday. Determined to save his sister from this fate, Tim travels back in time to prevent the accident and steer her away from her toxic relationship. However, this action causes a ripple effect, altering his present and resulting in the birth of a different child instead of Posy. Tim learns a painful truth from his father: any changes made before a child's conception will alter the exact child born. Realizing he cannot solve Kit Kat's problems by changing her past, Tim lets the crash happen to ensure Posy's birth. Instead, he and Mary help Kit Kat face her issues head-on, allowing her to build a better future for herself. She eventually finds happiness with Tim's friend Jay, and they have a child of their own. But life's challenges aren't over yet. Tim's father, James, is diagnosed with terminal lung cancer. Time travel, it seems, cannot change this fate. Removing his father's smoking habit would undo Tim's and Kit Kat's births. James has long accepted his fate, using time travel to live his days twice, first with all the stress and worries, and then a second time to appreciate the beauty in the mundane moments. He passes this wisdom on to Tim, who begins to live each day in the same way. As James's condition worsens, Tim continues to visit him in the past, cherishing their moments together. When Mary expresses her desire for a third child, Tim realizes that the birth of another child would prevent him from traveling back to see his father again. In a bittersweet farewell, Tim and James travel back to relive one of Tim's childhood memories, a day spent together on the beach. It's a final moment of joy and closure before Tim must move forward with his life. Mary gives birth to a boy, and Tim decides to stop using time travel altogether. He realizes that true happiness comes from living each day as if it's the second time, savoring every moment with his loved ones. From that point on, he embraces life fully, appreciating the present without the need to change it. This is the heartwarming and profound journey of About Time, a story that reminds us to cherish the ordinary moments and the people we love, for they are what truly make life extraordinary.